this island?
Oh, well, that's only the automatic lighthouse. We can see it from the farm. Grandpa says there's no one here but the birds and some wild ponies. Come on, let's go.
Where are you going?
To explore. Now let's go.
I think we ought to wait on the beach, like Grandpa told us to.
We got plenty of time before he comes back.
What is it, an old Indian boat?
Betcha I know. Betcha this is the rib bone from the hull of a ship that's been wrecked and buried here. I'll betcha this is a regular graveyard for... It's just an old piece of wood. Gee, you were the one who was so anxious to come here, and now you don't want to even explore Assateague. Well, I'm gonna look for some wild ponies.
Oh, look!
Get down so they won't see us. Look at that one ahead of all the others. Could she be the Phantom?
The one Daddy told us about?
And this must be the Pied Piper's band. She's just like he described her.
Shh, don't scare him away.
They're going away.
Well, they must have known we were here. You think it was her? You think it really was?
Yeah, I know it was her.
She's just like Daddy told us.
Remember what he said about her?
That she was the only pony he ever saw in Assateague that he really wanted. Do you suppose he knows we just saw the Phantom? Maybe sometimes, when they feel like it, they could even come down and ride on the Phantom. They could, you know, if they wanted to.
And Mother, she didn't care for riding much. She liked it all right, but it wasn't very important to her. Not like it was to Dad.
Oh, Pa, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could... I mean, the Phantom, if we could...
Grandpa said I could ride on Pony Pinning Day with him this summer. Fire department wouldn't take less than $100 for her.
But if we could earn enough money, it'd be almost like...
Hello? Hi.
Hi, Gramps.
When I delivered the game warden up the end of the island to count the birds, guess what?
What?
He gave me this cigar. Well, how do you like the island?
Well, we saw some wild ponies, and we saw the Phantom, too.
We're sure it was her, Grandpa.
Well, it could be. Pied Piper grazes his mares on this side of the island. Hey, where'd you hear about the Phantom?
Well, Dad talked about her.
He told us all about her.
How about that now? Bob only. Your daddy only saw her once when she was a yearling. She was the first wild pony he ever really set his mind to have.
Well, hasn't anybody ever caught the Phantom on Pony Pinning Day?
Nope. She always outrun us, you know. There's one pony has her heart set on staying free.
Grandpa, is it true about the Spanish galleon and the wild ponies? Or is it just a legend like some people say it is?
Of course it's true. Why, every one of these ponies in these herds out here are direct descendants of those Spanish horses. Happened right out there on that reef.
Way back in the early 1600s. You see, the Spaniards had to have horses to tote the gold out of the mines in Peru. Well, the only way they could get the critters was to bring them across the ocean in ships. Well, one of those Spanish galleons got herself caught in a howling northeaster. The wild sea just slapped that galleon silly and finally flung her onto the reef there to turn her into kindling wood. Now, the only thing we know for sure was that when her ribs stove in and the whole ship opened up like a stepped-on strawberry box, a cargo of horses was finally free of the hold and found themselves swimming for their lives. So they came ashore on Assateague, and the sweetness of the rain-washed air made them forget the unhappy days and nights they spent pent up. Instead of musty hay, they had the salty taste of marsh grass. Strange to them, but wonderful. And best of all, nobody lived here to hinder them none. Nobody at all.
White men finally came to live on Chincoteague, but they left Assateague here with the ponies all alone.
Did the white men ever try to tame the ponies?
Or the pioneers on Chincoteague, they were too busy to fool around with the wild thrashing horses. Besides that, the wild ones, they ain't even worth the gentlemen. Only the youngsters. They're the only ones worthwhile bothering with as far as the gentleman goes. And remember that. Tide's ebbing. Best we be making home.
Grandpa, can I drive the boat?
You can take turns.
Grandpa,
Yeah?
how'd pony pinning day start?
Oh, long before my time. It's one of the oldest roundups in America.
When did they start swimming the ponies across the channel?
Oh, that come quite a bit later. Kinda added fun to the whole outing.
Grandpa, do they only sell the foals?
Only the foals. And some of the yearlings. It's like I said. Only the youngsters are worthwhile bothering about as far as the gentleman goes.
They only sell the foals and yearlings?
Yep.
How old's the Phantom?
Oh, I would say, she's about 3 years old now.
Well, supposing somebody had the money and they...
Why'd you shush your sister?
Well, I did it because, well, she was gonna... We kind of planned on...
Shh.
You kind of planned on what?
Oh, you. Well, it's a surprise.
Yeah, for Grandma.
Oh, for Grandma, well...
Don't they ever let girls ride in the roundup?
Well, now you'll have plenty to do helping prepare the food.
But I can ride as good as Pa.